वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभांगं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगविद्यार्नगम्यं वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथं ध्याये नित्यं महेशं रजतगिरिनिभं चारुचन्द्रावतंसं रत्नाकल्पोज्ज्वलाङ्गं परशुमृगवरां भीतिहस्तं प्रसन्नं पद्मासीनं समन्तात् स्तुतमर्गणीं व्याघ्रकृत्यं वसानं विश्वाद्यं विश्वबीजं निखिलभयहरं पञ्चवक्त्रं त्रिनेत्रं नमामि शमीशाननिर्वाणरूपं विभुं व्यापकं ब्रह्मवेदस्वरूपं निजं निर्गुणं निर्विकल्पं निरीहं चिदाकाशमाकाशवासं भजेऽहं निराकारमोङ्कारमूलं तुरीयं गिराज्ञानगौतीतमीशं गिरीशं करालं महाकालकालं कृपालं गुणागारसंसारपारं नतोऽहं तुषाराद्रिसङ्काशगौरं गम्भीरं मनोभूतकोटिप्रभाश्रीशरीरं स्फुरन्मौलिकल्लोलिनी चारुगङ्गा लशद्भाले दुकण्ठे भुजङ्गा चलद्कुण्डलं भ्रू सुनेत्रं विशालं प्रसन्नाननं नीलकण्ठं दयालं मृगाधीशचर्माम्बरं मुण्डमालं प्रियं शङ्करं सर्वनाथं भजामि प्रचण्डां प्रकृष्टं प्रगल्भां परेशाम् अखण्डमजं भानुकोटिप्रकाशं त्रयशूलनिर्मूलनं शूलपाणिं भजेऽहं भवानीपतिं भावगम्यं कलातीतकल्याणकल्पान्तकारी सदा सज्जनानन्ददाता पुरारी चिदानन्द सन्दोहमोहा पहारी नमामि शमीशाननिर्वाणरूपं विभुं व्यापकं ब्रह्मवेदस्वरूपं विभुं व्यापकं ब्रह्मवेदस्वरूपं विभुं व्यापकं ब्रह्मवेदस्वरूपम् श्रीराधे गोपाल भज मन श्रीराधे श्रीराधे गोपाल भज मन श्रीराधे श्रीराधे श्याम राधे श्रीराधे श्याम राधे श्रीराधे भज मन श्री राधे। श्री राधे श्याम राधे, श्री राधे श्याम राधे, श्री राधे गोपाल भज मन श्री राधे। श्री राधे गोपाल भज मन श्री राधे। श्री राधे श्याम राधे, श्री राधे श्याम राधे, श्री राधे श्याम राधे, श्री राधे श्याम राधे। श्री राधे गोपाल भज मन श्री राधे। श्री राधे गोपाल भज मन श्री राधे। श्री राधे गोपाल भज मन श्री राधे। श्री राधे श्याम राधे, श्री राधे श्याम राधे, श्री राधे गोपाल भज मन श्री राधे। श्री राधे गोपाल भज मन श्री राधे। हे राधा कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद, हे गोपाल राधा कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद, हे गोपाल राधा कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद। गोविंद गोविंद कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद, गोविंद गोविंद कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद, गोविंद गोविंद कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद, गोविंद गोविंद कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद। हे गोपाल राधा कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद, हे गोपाल राधा कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद, गोविंद गोविंद कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद, गोविंद गोविंद कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद। हे गोपाल राधा कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद, हे गोपाल राधा कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद। हे गोपाल, हे गोविंद, हे गोपाल, हे गोविंद, हे गोपाल, हे गोविंद, हे गोपाल राधा कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद, हे गोपाल राधा कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद, गोविंद गोविंद 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 कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद। हे गोपाल राधा कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद, हे गोपाल राधा कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद, हे गोपाल राधा कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी, हे नाथ नारायण वासु, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। हे भद्रे नारायण वासुदेवा, हे लक्ष्मी नारायण लक्ष्मीनारायण वासुदेवा हे बद्रीनारायण वासुदेवा श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव राम नारायण वासुदेवा हे राम नारायण वासुदेवा हे राम नारायण वासुदेवा हे श्याम नारायण वासुदेव हे राम नारायण वासुदेवा हे श्याम नारायण वासुदेवा श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे मधुर मधुर नाम सीताराम सीताराम मधुर मधुर नाम सीताराम 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 राधे श्याम सीताराम सीताराम राधे श्याम मधुर मधुर नाम सीताराम सीताराम 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 मधुर मधुर नाम सीताराम सीताराम, 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 मधुर मधुर नाम सीताराम, मधुर मधुर नाम सीताराम सीताराम, सीताराम सीताराम राधे श्याम सीताराम सीताराम राधे श्याम, मधुर मधुर नाम सीताराम सीताराम, मधुर मधुर नाम सीताराम सीताराम, सीताराम 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 कहिए, जाहे वे थे राखे राम, ताहे वे थे रहिए, मुख में हो राम नाम, राम सेवा हाथ में, तू अकेला नाही प्यारे, राम तेरे साथ में, विधि का विधान जान, हानि लाभ सहिए, जाहे विधि राखे राम, ताहे विधि रहिए, किया अभिमान तो फिर मान नहीं पाएगा, होगा प्यारे वही जो श्री राम जी को भाएगा, फल आशा त्याग शुभ काम करते रहिए, जाहे विधि राखे राम, ताहे विधि रहिए, जिंदगी की डोर सौंप हाथ दीनानाथ के, महलों में राखे चाहे झोपड़ी में वास दे, धन्यवाद निर्विवाद राम राम कहिए, जाहे विधि राखे राम, ताहे विधि रहिए, आशा एक राम जी से दूजी आशा छोड़ दे, नाता एक राम जी से दूजा नाता तोड़ दे, साधु संग राम रंग अंग अंग रंगिए, जाहे विधि राखे राम, ताहे विधि रहिए, काम रस त्याग प्यारे राम रस बगिए, जाहे विधि राखे राम, ताहे विधि रहिए, सीताराम 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 कहिए, जाहे विधि राखे राम, ताहे विधि रहिए, जाहे विधि राखे राम, ताहे विधि रहिए, जाहे विधि राखे राम, ताहे विधि रहिए, राधा 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 कृष्ण 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 कृष्ण, राधा 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्ण, राधा बिना श्याम नहीं, श्याम बिना नहीं राधा, राधा 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 कृष्ण 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 कृष्ण, राधा 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 कृष्ण 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 कृष्ण, राधा 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्ण, राधा बिना श्याम नहीं, राधा बिना श्याम नहीं, श्याम बिना नहीं राधा, राधा 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 कृष्ण 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 कृष्ण, राधा 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 कृष्ण 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 कृष्ण, राधा 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 कृष्ण 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 कृष्ण, राधा बिना श्याम नहीं, राधा बिना श्याम नहीं, श्याम बिना नहीं राधा, राधा 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 कृष्ण 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 कृष्ण, Krishnam Radha 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 Krishna 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 Radha 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 Krishna 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 Sarve bhavantu sukhinah Sarve santu niramayah Sarve bhadrani pashyantu Ma kasyit dukha bhag bhavet Om Shanti Shanti Shanti
Welcome to Satsang. Let's start with a few minutes of meditating together. Allow the eyes to close and the senses to withdraw inward. There will be sounds. There will be thoughts. There will be sensations coming to you from the outer world. Don't try to fight them off, but also don't allow them to run away with your attention. Just keep drawing the awareness back inward, back to the breath. Not in your rib cage and lungs, but draw the awareness to your breath, low in the abdomen, at a place about 2 inches below your belly button, called the Swadhisthana chakra. It's a place that is seen as an energy center in many of the different world's spiritual traditions. Draw the awareness to the breath there. So as you inhale, rather than feeling the breath inhaling into the lungs, feel it inhaling, activating, filling, energizing at the Swadhisthana chakra, just below the navel. On the next inhalation, instead of filling the abdomen outward, we're going to allow the breath to rise. So we begin with that inhalation at the Swadhisthana chakra, just below our belly buttons. And as you inhale, allow the breath to rise through the being, rising upward and upward through the being. All the way up, if you can, to your third eye center, the Agya chakra. And on the exhalation, the breath drops back down to the Swadhisthana chakra. Allow your inhalations to rise higher and higher, closer and closer to that third eye center. And allow your exhalations to drop you deeper and deeper into that sacred energy center at the core of the being. If you can't carry the breath the whole way up on one smooth, unbroken, gentle inhalation, don't worry. Just carry it as high as you comfortably can. Don't strain or suffocate yourself. Just carry it as high as you comfortably can. And then allow it to drop back down deeply. Rising higher and higher on each inhalation. Closer and closer to the awakening and opening of the third eye. And sinking deeper and deeper on each exhalation into that core of the being. slowly bring the palms of the hands together at chest level. Rub the palms of the hands gently against each other. Press the palms of the hands into your closed eyes. Gently open the eyes and lower your hands. Welcome to Satsang. We'll begin as always with a question that's come in advance and then open it up to any questions that anyone here might have. What is the main reason that we feel hurt by other people? We feel hurt by other people when there's something we need from them. Notice, it's not our love of them that makes us get hurt. People think we're hurt only by those we love. But it's not actually quite true. We're hurt only by those from whom we want something. Now, frequently those two things overlap. When I love you, perfect. In a quick diversion, it reminds me of a program that Pujya Swamiji gave many, many years ago. I can't remember where we were. It was in America somewhere. In a beautiful hall, like one of these very new, modern, super fancy hall. I remember the stage was really, really, really high and really far from the audience. And they had just put in some kind of new sound system. And the mic system was fantastic, except there was this humming in the speaker system. And as soon as either of us spoke, because we tried every mic in the place, as soon as either of us spoke, there was this humming from the speakers that was really quite noticeable and really quite annoying. And all of the people working there spent the first 10 minutes of the program trying to fix the speaker and move it this way and move it that way and pull plugs and come on stage and hand different mics and different cords and the whole thing. And finally it became obvious that there was no solution to it. Whatever the problem was, nobody on site had any idea what to do about it. And Pujya Swamiji gave his entire talk. He began and he said, I was going to talk about something different tonight, but let's talk about humming. And he gave the most beautiful teaching about that background annoying noise in our lives. And how, regardless of how beautiful what might be going on in the rest of our lives is, because we've got that chattering, that annoying chattering in our minds, it prevents us from being able to focus on, enjoy, benefit from the extraordinary situation that we're in. He said that this could be an orchestra, the best orchestra in the world. But what most of us would hear is that annoying humming in the speakers instead. And I'll tell you, by the time he stopped giving his talk, he spoke maybe half an hour, 40 minutes, 45 minutes. By the time he stopped, it was amazing because I thought, oh my God, the humming has ended. And then I realized, no, it hasn't. But because what he said, because he actually addressed what was going on rather than saying, oh, just ignore the humming and pay attention to me, was so incredibly, not just uplifting and inspiring, which he always is in every circumstance, but was so present with exactly what was going on for everybody, which was, oh my God, I can't believe we've driven all the way here to be in Pujya Swamiji's presence. It's the first time he's in this city. He's probably not going to come back here for 20 years. Oh my God, I can't hear anything he's saying. This stupid humming. And here we are in this incredible opportunity. But we lose it because the mind is focused on the humming. And as he wove his just incredible touch in our minds, and I spoke to so many people afterwards who had the exact same experience, which was, I could have sworn the humming stopped. Which of course it hadn't, because the moment the MC came back on at the end to, thank everybody, we realized, oh, the humming was still on. But that moment was able to actually pull us out of not only the humming in our own minds, but the actual humming of the speakers into that single-pointed focus on what he was saying. So anyway, fortunately here they did figure out how to fix it immediately, but it reminded me of that incredible moment and such a beautiful teaching. So back to why we feel hurt. When we want something from someone, it comes not only with a wanting, but it comes also with an expectation that I'm going to get what I want. So for example, I may buy a lottery ticket and really want to win the lottery, but when the numbers come and it's not my number, chances are I'm not going to throw a complete fit. I'm not going to need to go and, drown my sorrows in a keg of beer or drugs. I mean, chances are, even though I wanted to win the jackpot, I wasn't really expecting that I was going to. And so the fact that I didn't win the jackpot has not created deep, deep pain for me inside. I don't now have to go see a therapist because I didn't win the jackpot. The dilemma with people we love is all too frequently, and it's not only people we love, it just tends to be, is what we want from them and our expectation of getting it is so strong that when we don't, we get hurt. So I may expect that other drivers on the freeway are going to be polite, but if some guy cuts me off, again, chances are not going to have a horrible fit or need to go for therapy or find myself, drunk to oblivion that night because I got cut off on the freeway. Because even though I want people and I expect people to behave in a certain way, I'm not wrapped up in them doing it. People I don't know. So yeah, I expect people to be nice. I expect them to be polite. When they are, great. When they're not, it may be slightly annoying. But it's not going to be something that's going to hurt me deeply. When you have this overlap of someone I love, something I want from them, and something I expect and feel entitled to receiving from them. That's your recipe for disaster. Interestingly, it's also a way of knowing that you don't actually really love them fully. It means that the love is much more tainted, you could say, by a contractual agreement. I will love you if you act in a certain way. I will love you if you fulfill my expectations that I feel entitled to having them fulfilled. Because love doesn't actually require anything of the object of our love if it's real love. If you like someone, if you appreciate someone, if you respect someone, all of those things tend to be kind of contingent upon what they do. Oh, I really respected this person, then they did something, I no longer respect them. Liked this guy, he did something, no longer like him. But love, if it's real, love is of the essence of who you are. Love is not how you behave, how you act, what you say. Love is of the soul, of the essence, of the spirit, to the soul, to the essence, to the spirit. So you may not appreciate, not like, not accept someone's behavior, their actions. But that wouldn't stop you from loving them on the core of who they are. If that love were what we call unconditional love, which is the highest form of love. So the reason that we get hurt is I love you. I want something from you even more strongly. I need something from you, and I expect that I'm going to get it. Now, what is it that we want from our loved ones? If you ask most of us, what do you want from your loved ones? Most of us will say things like, oh, I just want them to be caring and respectful and nice and, kind of do their share of the housework, maybe a little bit of give and take. But really what we want, if you look very deep and you're really honest with yourself, has to do with filling some hole that you have inside. So meaning the type that's going to hurt me if they don't do it. If I'm moving through the world with a hole inside me, a feeling inside me that I'm not worthy enough, I'm not good enough, I'm not pretty enough or smart enough or pure enough, and I fall in love, and that person I love tells me, you are beautiful, you are brilliant, you are the best, you are everything. Well, look what's happened. Suddenly that hole is filled. Suddenly where I wasn't pretty enough, smart enough, worthy enough, pure enough, suddenly this being has filled me. I need that from them. I expect it from them. I feel entitled to it from them. They gave it to me once, maybe more than once. It felt so good. That's how I fell in love. I found my soul mate. I finally feel whole. I wasn't whole before. Now you have filled me. The dilemma becomes that person has their own karmic package. They're going through their own stuff. And when there are moments in their life in which, from my perspective, they're not giving me what I need that makes me feel beautiful, smart, worthy, whole, complete. I feel hurt because now I'm face to face with my whole again. But it's not just the same hurt that I had before I met them, which was just kind of a low-grade, pervasive, unnameable sense of lack. But now it's a very specific sense of you have taken something from me. You've taken something from me, and that's where we feel hurt. Is as though literally a part of me has been taken from you. But it hasn't been. Nobody can take anything from you. All they can do is stop filling up holes that they used to fill. But that's not what the point of a relationship should be anyway. When people get married here and Pujya Swamiji gives blessings, he always says, in the science of math, 1 + 1 is 2. He says, but in the science of love, 1 + 1 is 1. Not half plus half is 1. It's not, I'm going into this half, I need your other half to feel full. If I'm only half, I can never really love someone. I need too much from them. My love is too contingent upon them continuing to treat me a certain way, to behave in a certain way, to live a certain way. And so there's always fear. It may be subconscious, it may be low grade, but it's there. That, oh my God, what if they stop? What if they stop loving me? What if they stop treating me like this? What if they stop? And this is where we find ourselves suffocating love out of relationships. Killing relationships that actually could have been vibrant and beautiful because of our fear. And this is where it's so important, if you're walking the path of relationship in your life, to make sure that you go into every relationship whole. So that you don't need the other person to act a certain way, to be a certain way in order for you to feel full. So that if they do something that isn't what you like, it doesn't feel like they've pulled you out of you. That's where it's 1 + 1 is 2. So each of us needs to figure out in our own spiritual practice, how do I fill my holes? How do I realize that the holes aren't even there? That the holes are part of my false identity because somewhere, sometime, someone did something, said something that hurt and that left a crater of pain in me. You ever feel like you've been hit by a meteor, that left really this crater of pain in me? And I move through the world with that. But that crater belongs not to the truth of today. The crater belongs to what happened then, because the truth is, the nature of our beings is much more like a river than like a mountain. You drop something in a river, in a second it's gone. And that's actually the nature of our physical bodies. It's the nature of our mind. It's the nature of our thoughts. Everything of us, whether it's our skin cells that I was talking about last night that slough off every couple days, we're totally regenerated. Whether it's the thoughts, the emotions in our mind that are instantaneous milliseconds of electrical and chemical patterns that are gone a millisecond later, it's over. It's a pebble in a river. And if we're still walking around with that hole, what it means is that we're living in the past, not the present. And this is where every practice of mindfulness, of awareness, is so essential. And it doesn't matter what religious tradition you go into it with. Doesn't matter what school or teaching you go into it with. But this practice of be here now is so essential, because in this moment, I'm whole. In this moment, I'm full. And if I'm experiencing anything other than that in this moment, it means I'm not fully here. It means I'm in a pattern of the past. And so when we meditate, it's just, we just keep bringing the awareness back to the breath. Why? Because the breath is right here, right now. You can't breathe 10 years ago's breath. You can't breathe tomorrow's breath. You can't get one breath ahead of yourself. Can't skip a breath and go 10 breaths ahead. The only breath you can breathe is this one right here, right now. You miss this one, you don't get another one. So whatever practice you can do to keep yourself here is a practice that enables you to realize the wholeness and the fullness and the perfection of the moment. And that is the only inoculation against getting hurt by people today. Because that which hurts today is because of something that hurt in the past. It's very rare, I don't want to say it never happens, but it's very, very, very rare that we have a deep, deep hurt in the present that doesn't sting so badly and hurt so badly because it's pulling the wound off a hurt from the past. We're each walking through the world with different patterns from our past. And when something happens, that's why you could have 20 people in a room. One person does something or says something. 19 people, it is as though it never happened. One guy or one lady is so hurt by it that they walk out of that room steaming. They can't sleep, they can't eat, I can't believe it. And they're saying to other people, did you hear them? Can you believe it? And everybody else is like, yeah, so what? They can't understand what you're so upset about. You can't understand why they're not upset. It's because what just happened in that room pulled a scab off of one person's old wound. Whatever pattern we're walking through the world with, those are going to be the things that hit us. And that's why we need to heal those, to move beyond them. This is where the practice of forgiveness is so important. If I want to not be hurt today, I have to forgive those who have hurt me yesterday. You cannot have one without the other. I cannot move through my life in the present and the future without being hurt, without forgiving those who hurt me in the past. Because if I don't, I'm carrying those wounds of the past, which means inevitably somebody is going to do something that's going to poke a hole right into one of those wounds from the past. And I'm going to get hurt. And this is why we forgive the past. I always say it's not about condoning what people did. It's about being free to move forward. My only way to stop being hurt in the present is to forgive the past. If we can do that, And stay present in our wholeness, in our fullness, in the love of who we are. We won't get hurt. Doesn't mean we'll like what everybody does. Doesn't mean we're going to approve of what everybody does. Doesn't mean we lose our ability to discipline as parents or administrators. But it means that nothing that someone does actually deeply hurts us. And that's the only way. So, before I take another question that came in the past, another question that came in advance, it was in the past, not too far distant past, but a question that came in advance. I'm happy to open it up if there are any questions that anyone here may have. Yes. Is attachment possible through detachment? What do you mean?
I mean to say, like, if one wants to get detached of extra feelings, sentiments, and but still want to remain attached with relations. So how do we balance between?
So how do we maintain the attachment to the relationship, but be detached from the hurt and the feelings?
Yeah.
Beautiful. We attach ourselves to that which isn't constantly fluctuating. So people's actions, people's moods are constantly fluctuating. Right? Otherwise, why do we ask each other, how are you 10 times a day? Right? I once heard a beautiful saint. Someone said to him, how are you? And he looked at them and he said, you asked me that this morning. And they said, but Swamiji, it's now evening time. And he said, well, and what in the world makes you think that I would be different in the evening from how I am in the morning? But for most of us, you absolutely could be different from the evening to the morning. How are you in the morning? Great. How are you in the evening? Oh my God, what a day, and this and that, right? Couple hours later, oh, how are you? Wonderful. I had a nice drink. I went out. I've relaxed. Happy hour. That's a product of the constant fluctuations of our mood based on things that have nothing to do with actually who we are. Chemistry of my mind. 1 minute one way, ingest artificial chemicals, it's changed. My experience of myself has changed. Somebody does something to me, I didn't like it, my experience of myself has changed. Oh, I was great, then you came around, now I'm in a bad mood. You're the reason I'm upset. So, if we're attached to that ever-fluctuating moods, it's going to be a rocky road. When the mood is what you want, when the behavior is what you want, you're going to feel great. You're going to feel, oh, I love this person. When the mood isn't what you want, the behavior isn't what you want, you're going to feel like, oh God, shadi kyun kiya maine? Why, should have not gotten married, should have not had kids, should have, whatever it may be. The problem is that your attachment is to the outer layer, the superficial layer. Attach yourself instead to the soul, to the spirit, to the essence of that being. Imagine that you're looking at an ocean, so there's waves on the surface, but in the depths there's no waves. So attach yourself to the depths of that being. And it's a beautiful practice because your external self, your surface layer self, your moods, can't be attached to their soul. My mood, my personality gets attached to your moods and your personality. That's how you can ruin my mood. If I'm going to attach to your soul, your spirit, your essence, your consciousness, I have to do it from that place in me that is soul, spirit, essence, consciousness. So I have to drop down. And it's a beautiful practice when you're with your loved one. And it's much easier to do when they're having a mood you like, when they're acting in ways you like. So practice it at that time. Don't wait for them to be in a way that you're upset. Practice when you look at them, instead of thinking, oh God, you're so wonderful. You helped me with the dishes tonight. You brought me chocolate. You did this for me. You did that. Instead of that, try to look in their eyes and see whether you can connect soul to soul. Try to experience them as your soul as you look at them. Don't tell them what you're doing. Just let it be inside. As you see them walk across the room, as you see them sit down, just instead of thinking, oh God, he's wearing that ripped t-shirt again. I've told him 10 times to throw out that t-shirt. Tell her when he's asleep, I'm going to throw out that t-shirt. Instead of that, can you just experience the presence of that other being as soul? Can you experience yourself in them? And what will happen if you can begin that practice is several things. First of all, it's going to make you have to constantly live in a deeper level of yourself. So it's an incredible gift to yourself. Because every moment you remember to connect with their soul, you have to drop into soul. You have to get out of the humming and buzzing of your mind. So you drop in. It's going to make your relationship, even when it's good, much better. Because it's not going to be good contingent upon the things that each one is doing. It's going to be good based on soul to soul. And then when the other one does things that aren't what you like, again, it doesn't mean that as parents or administrators or whatever it may, teachers, that we suddenly condone all behavior. But it means that we're able to love the being, to stay connected to that being. Even while we may say, I would really appreciate it if, or here's the correct way of doing that. Or you'll remember we had a deal, no homework, no cookies, so sorry. Till I see the homework, no cookies. But I'm not upset, I'm not hurt, I'm not attached. And the child understands I'm still being loved. I'm just also being disciplined. But I haven't lost mom's love. And everyone else you're in a relationship with doesn't feel like the love is contingent upon how they behave. They understand I'm being loved, who I am. So try to attach to that. From that place in you. It's an incredible gift to yourself. And it's an incredible gift to give them. Yeah. Are there any other questions? Yeah, last question.
So, if you want to get close to God, so we have to love God, we have to think about Him. It's about singularity, thinking of one thing forever.
Yeah.
So, we love someone else in the same way as we love God. For example, the Great Gatsby and the Agora both might go to heaven because they both feel the same thing. You understand?
Yeah. So here's what's beautiful. So if I love God, and I'm always thinking about God, but then what about loving someone else? Always thinking about that person. If you really love anyone or anything, and you really love them, what you're loving is God. Because the essence of everything and everyone is God. So whether it's a human being, whether it's a tree, whether it's a sacred river, whether it's God without any form, whether it's God in the form of Krishna or Ram or Shiva or Jesus Christ, doesn't matter. Because if I'm really loving, content to content, essence to essence, soul to soul, not body mind to body mind, then what I'm loving is God. Think about it. If I love you, and it's not about your physical body, it's not about your words, it's not about your actions, it's not about your behavior, it's not about what you look like, it's not about where you come from. It's nothing to do with your physical expression. It's nothing to do with your actions, your words. What's left? What am I loving then? What is it in you I'm loving then? Your essence. What's your essence? What is the essence of who you are? Soul. Divinity. God. So that's why I always say, when people say, how do I love God? I can't love God. No problem. Love anything. But really love them. Don't love what they say to you, what they do, what they give you. Really love them. Essence to essence. What you're loving is the divine in them. The divine in you is loving the divine in them. When we say namaste, it's the divine in me is bowing to the divine in you. It's not, hey, how you doing? Looking good. The divine in me. The genderless, bank accountless, ageless, heightless, weightless, skin colorless, divine in me bows to the divine in you. Sadly, most of us leave that with namaste. But if you can really take that namaste into your love, you're loving God. Have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your evening. As I mentioned yesterday, sadly, I am leaving tomorrow for a week. I will be back on I'll be back on the 20th night, but not in time for satsang. So our next satsang will be the 21st, a week from tomorrow. Today is Friday, a week from Saturday. Means a week from tomorrow, next Saturday. Is that right? Today's Friday? Yeah, okay. We don't have like Monday through Friday around here, so it's hard to remember the days of the week. Wonderful. So next Saturday, we'll see, hopefully many of you will still be here in Rishikesh.